Yeah, you're right about that, Kevin. Thanks so much. So we do have that storm threat bringing strong winds, hail, and yes, many tornado warnings for parts of our area today. Thanks for joining us at 4 o'clock or a little bit after. I'm Cherie Ferraro.
And I'm Ashley Kirkland, and we've been getting viewer pictures and videos from what we've seen already. Let's take a look at this hail in parts of the area. This is from VV, Indiana, sent to us by Teresa Weber. You can see there the hail just dropping in those puddles of water like buckets there, and lots of hail in that area. We've seen hail in Falmouth, Kentucky, and other area. Let's get right over to meteorologist Allison Rogers, who's been timing the impacts that are to come. Allison.
Yeah, Ashley and Cherie, of course, it's been a really busy afternoon around here. Still tracking this severe thunderstorm warning that's kind of moving out of Mason County right now. You can see that storm is still intense. We have a lot of heavy rainfall with this, a lot of lightning as well. This is generally impacting the eastern half of the Mason County area. South of Maysville is where a lot of that heavy rainfall is right now. This is moving into Manchester, just along the AA and just along the Ohio River there. With this area here, this dark, deep blue and purple and even a little bit of black kind of mixing in with some of that pink, there is the potential for some hail, right? That's been a big thing today. A lot of sizable hail moving through, very abnormal for this area, especially this early in the severe weather season, but it's something we've been seeing. Adam's turned on the hail tracker for me, and yes, right around Dixon Pike and Orangeburg, this is where it's looking like that hail core is impacting areas here just along Highway 546 south and east of Somo. So again, this is along Dixon Pike. If you live in this area around the AA highway, Rectorville, Springdale south of you, Plunville south of you as well. You'll want to make sure that your car is protected if you can. But you know what? If this is coming in close and you're starting to hear that hail coming down, don't run out there because the hail is so large that it would be dangerous to be out there. Heavy rainfall. In addition to that, we have these massive downpours coming down for the entire eastern half of Mason County right now. A lot of lightning with it too, counting about 55 strikes of lightning here just in the last little bit. That's another impact that we're feeling from these storms, in addition to some gusty winds occasionally too. Might end up with some power outages in this area as well. The bigger picture is showing you the rest of greater Cincinnati looking at relatively dry conditions actually. But the thing is, the sun is out. It's humid outside. If you've stepped out there, we have dew points sitting in the 60s right now. It's humid. Our atmosphere is starting to refuel for later on today, and that's exactly what it's looking like could happen as we wind up seeing additional thunderstorms moving in here later on this evening, and that's going to bring another potential for some severe weather here later on tonight, just as you're getting ready to go to bed. So coming up in a few minutes, I'm going to play out on Futurecast what we can expect for the rest of tonight, because again, we are not out of the woods quite yet, even though a lot of us are seeing that sun starting to shine. Ashley, back to you. All
right, Allison, thanks so much. And we have crews all over our area right now, southeast Indiana, already seeing the impacts from today's storms.
Yeah, we're going to see the aerial images. I tell you, lots of destruction out there. No reports so far of any injuries, but we'll continue to update you. WLWT News 5's Rachel Hersheimer is in our storm tracker. She's in Jefferson County, Indiana. And Rachel, how are things looking? I understand you maybe just started to see some of the damage firsthand.
Yeah, Cherie. So as we were driving here, we didn't see a lot as we were passing into Switzerland County, and now we are in Jefferson County here, and we just hit a spot where you can see with our roof camera there is a lot of damage. We haven't had a chance to get out of the car to see how everyone is doing, but you can see that this appears to be a house potentially. It is completely destroyed. This is the first structure that we hit that we were able to see that definitely something came through this area and completely just destroyed homes here. As this way, we saw a lot of trees down, and then as we started to approach trees that were completely splintered in half, we knew that something terrible happened here, and this is just the first structure of many that I am sure we are going to see. I also had a chance to talk with Indiana State Police, who said so far they don't have any reports of any injuries right now. They're not actively searching for anyone. that can change, but as of right now, they do not have any reports of any injuries. Another note that they wanted me to tell viewers is obviously there is a lot of damage here, but this is not the time to drive to this damage and check it out. They need time. Emergency crews need the time to get out and sift through this damage and make sure that anyone who's in need of assistance gets that assistance as soon as possible. Another thing, with this damage here, there could be down power lines, there could be debris, obviously, that will be all over the road. They do not want anyone to pick anything up in case power lines are still active. But again, right now we are looking at live pictures in Jefferson County. This just took place, and people here trying. We'll have more live reports out here. We'll get out of the car and start to talk to people about what they saw and what they heard. Back to you guys in the studio.